Video of standard deviation, we have discussed how to calculate standard deviation in a case of individual series as well as discrete series. In today video, we will discuss how to calculate standard deviation in a case of continuous series. So, I have taken a problem of the continuous series. Continuous series problem may be having in four types. The very first, the class interval should be given like 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. Second, continuous series may be having in less than type, less than 10, less than 20, less than 30, less than 40. Maybe it may be more than type, like more than 0, more than 10, more than 20, more than 30, more than 40. And the fourth one, they may be given the center size of the class interval, that may be also a case of the continuous series. So, in this video we will discuss the two questions of the continuous series. The first question we will do with the help of the direct method, and the second question we will do with the help of the assume mean method. So, I have taken a questions that is given on the your screen, that is marks less than 10, less than 20, less than 30, less than 40, less than 50, up to less than 70 is given. Less than number of the students, 10 students score marks less than 10, 25 students score marks less than 20, 50 student scores marks less than 30, 75 student scores marks less than 40 and onwards. So, the very first we will make the class interval of this, that is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, and last one 60 to 70. Okay. So, this is class interval 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. Okay. Here 10 students scored less than 10 marks. So, the frequency is 10. Here 25 student scores less than 20. So, in less than 20, less than 10 is also included. So, from getting 10 to 20, we will 25 minus 10, that is 15. 50 student scores less than 30 marks. So, less than 30 marks, less than 20 marks is also included. So, for getting 20 to 30, we will detect 50 minus 25, that is 25. Similarly, 30 to 40, 75 minus 50, that is also 25. Then 40 to 50, 85 minus 75, that is 10. Then 50 to 60, 95 minus 85, that is also 10. And 100 minus 95, that is 5. So, the very first, from less than marks, we will first make the class interval of this, that is 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, maybe 70 to 80, etc. Next, we will calculate, we want x bar. For x bar, we want sigma fx divided by sigma x. Here we are using the direct method for measuring this. So, in direct method, the very first we have to calculate x bar. So, calculating x bar, we have to do this x bar is equal to sigma x divided by f. For that, we want firstly mid value that is x. So, 0 plus 10 divided by 2, that is 5, 10 plus 20 divided by 2, that is 15. Similarly, 25, 35, 45, 55 and 65. For calculation standard deviation with the methods of the direct method, the very first we want actual arithmetic mean. For getting the actual arithmetic mean, the formula is x bar is equal to sigma fx divided by sigma f. So, the very first we will having the value of fx. So, value of fx 10 multiplied by 5, that is 50. 15 multiplied by 15, that is 225. 25 multiplied 25, that is 625. 25 multiply 35, that is 875. 10 multiply 45, that is 450. 10 multiply 55, that is 550. And 5 multiply 65, that may be 5 multiply 65, that is 325. So the addition of all these items is 3100 and addition of frequency is 100. So the very first, for calculating arithmetic mean, that is 3100 divided by 100, that is 31. So the value of arithmetic mean is equal to 31. Okay. Then D, that is x minus x bar. We are having deviation from x 31. So 5 minus 31 minus 26, 15 minus 31 minus 16, 25 minus 31 minus 6, 35 minus 31 plus 4, 14, 55 minus 31, 24 and 34. So this is calculated from actual 5 minus the very first 5 minus 31, that is minus 26. Second one 15 minus 31, that is minus 16. Okay. Similarly, we will calculate the value of D. Okay. Now we want D square, FD square. These items, the very first D square is to be calculated. The very first we want FD and FD square. Okay. So that is 26 multiply 26, that means 676. 16 multiply 16, that may be 256. That may be 36, that may be 16. 14 multiply 14, that may be 196. 24 multiply 24, 566, 76. And 34 multiply 34, 1156. Now we want FD square. For calculating standard deviation, the formula for calculating standard deviation, that is sigma FD square divided by sigma F. Okay. So we want FD square. So the value of F is here and value of D square is here. So we will calculate 676 multiply 10. Okay. Then 26 multiply, yeah, then 10, then 6760. 256 multiply 15, 256 multiply by 15, that is 3840. 36 multiply by 25, 36 multiply by 25, that is 900. 16 multiply 25, that may be 400. 10 multiply 196, 196 multiply 10, that may be 1960. 5760. 1156 multiply 1156 multiply by 5, that is 5780. So the addition of this 25400. So the addition of this will be 25400. For getting standard deviation, what we will do? Standard deviation is equal to 25400 divided by 100, that is under root 254. So the value will be under root 254 maybe under root 254. Okay. So 254 root is 15.94. So the standard is 15.94. So the value of x bar is equal to 31 and value of standard deviation is equal to 15.94. We have calculated both of the values. The first value arithmetic mean, that is 31. Second value, the value of standard deviation, that is 15.94. okay. Remaining value, maybe in remaining value we may also calculate coefficient of standard deviation, that is standard deviation divided by x bar, that is 15.94 divided by 31. 15.94 divided by 31, that is 0.5141. Coefficient of variation, that will call CV, that is standard deviation but divided by x bar multiplied by 100, that is 15.94 multiplied by divided by 31 multiplied by 100, that is 51.41%. For calculating in two series, dispersion calculation is over there. The coefficient of variation is very important. If you are to calculate in which series the dispersion is high, then we have to calculate coefficient of standard deviation in both of the series. In which series the value of coefficient of variation coefficient of standard deviation will be high, there will be having more dispersion. The value which is less, having less dispersion. So in this question we have discussed, in a case of continuous series, how to calculate standard deviation with the help of the direct method. So here we are having the x bar value is 31, so the direct method is useful here. Whenever you get the value of x bar in points, then you should use the second one method, that is called step deviation method or assume mean method, okay. So now we are having another one problem of the continuous series, and we will solve this problem with the second method, that may be having assume mean method. The same standard deviation we will calculate, but the questions we are here changing. We are changing the question. So we are having another one problem of the continuous series, another one question of the continuous series. I am taking marks age is also less than given 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. Number of persons 15, 30, 53, 75, 100, 110, 115, 125. We are to calculate the standard deviation. Calculate the standard deviation with the assume mean method here. So the very first we will make the class interval x, that is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70 and last one 70 to 80. Okay. Then frequency here, less than 10 is 15, so 0 to 10 is 15, less than 20 is 30, but less than 20, less than 10 is also included. So from 10 to 20 we will having 30 minus 15, that is 15. Similarly, less than 30, less than 20 is also included. So getting from 20 to 30, 53 deduct from 30, so that is 23. Similarly, 75 minus 50, for 30 to 40, 75 minus 53, that may be having 22. 100 minus 75, that may be having 25. 110 minus 10, that is 10. 115 minus 110, that is 5, and this may be also 10. So now we get in continuous series form. Continuous series is here 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60 and last 70 to 80. Frequency now is 15, 15, 23, 22, 25, 10, 5 and 10. The addition will be 125. This is the checking methods whether you have done or wrong or right. So the 15 plus 15, 30 plus 23, that is 53, plus 22, that may be having 75, then 25, that is 100, and 25. Okay. Now mid value of x, that is 10 plus 0 divided by 2, that is 5. 10 plus 20, 30 divided by 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, and 75. Now we are using assume mean method for calculating standard deviation. So suppose assume mean is 35. Deviation dx is equal to x minus a. It means we assume that our arithmetic mean is 35. Assume mean is 35. Okay. So we are taking the deviation dx x minus a. 5 minus 35, that is minus 30. 15 minus 35 minus 20. Minus 10, 0, plus 10, plus 20, plus 30, plus 40. Okay. Now we require f dx and f d square x. Okay. So the very first, we can having d square x. Okay. The very first d square x, that may be 900, maybe 400, 100, 0, 100, 400, 900, 1600. Now f dx require, f d square x require. Okay. So the very first f dx, it means f this value and dx this value. 15 minus 30 minus 450. Okay. Next one, this 15 minus 20, 15 minus 20, that means minus 300. 23 minus 10, 230. Okay. 0, 10, 25, 250. 20 multiply 10, 200. 30 multiply 5, 150. 40 multiply 10, that is 400. So the value is 20 plus 20. F d square, 900 multiply 15. 13500. 13500. Next 400 multiply 15. 6000. 100 multiply 23. 2300. 100 multiply 250. 2500. 400 multiply 10. 4000. 900 multiply 5. 4500. 1600 multiply 10. 16,000. So this is 4880. 800. So we have calculated the value, that is 4880. Okay. Now value of x bar is equal to assume mean plus sigma f dx divided by sigma f. So assume mean is 35 plus 20 divided by 100, that is 35.2. The value will be, okay, 100, not 100, 125. 20 divided 125 plus 35.16. 35 plus 0.16, that is 35.16. Okay. Standard deviation, formula for standard deviation is equal to sigma f d square x divided by sigma f minus sigma f dx divided by sigma f raised to power 2. This will be a formula. So देखिए, this will be sigma f dx, sigma f d square x. Okay. So we'll put the value 48800 divided by 125 minus 20 divided by 125 raised to power 2.
48800 divided 125, that is
390.4 minus
20 divided by 125 multiply square
0.0256.
that may be having
390.3744
and under root of this is
19.75. So the value of standard deviation is 19.75.
So we have calculated the value of standard deviation is 19.758.
Now if we want to calculate other values of standard deviation, we can having here x bar is equal to 35.16. Standard deviation is 19.75. Okay. So the remaining value we can calculate very easily, like coefficient of standard deviation, that is standard deviation divided by x bar, that is 19.75 divided by 35.6.
35.16, 0.5619,
that is 0.5619. Coefficient of variation, value of CV, that is standard deviation divided by x bar multiplied by 100, that is 19.75, 35.16 multiplied by 100, that is 56.19. So in a case of continuous series is over there, the very easy we can calculate standard deviation is there. If x bar are in odd, are in not in percentage, not in point, x bar is simple, then you can use direct method. If you are feeling that the value of arithmetic mean is not value of arithmetic mean are in points, then you can use this method that may be having assume mean method. The result will be same from both of the methods. So I think this video will be beneficial to teach you how to calculate standard deviation in a case of continuous series. Thank you.